Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? I hope everyone is well. Beautiful blessings, shout out to Joy Folly 3911, Miss Debbie 3705, who came here from Junk Journaling Jen. Thank you, Miss Debbie. And beautiful blessings to Leslie Campbell 729. Beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel. Let me put my timer on and then let's get started. Today we're going to be working with scraps. I have a lot. And I have to do this anyway, so I figured I'd take you along with me. Maybe you can see how I do things if you don't know where to start or don't know what to do. I mean, I didn't either until I started. You know, I had them in my drawer, and this is when I kind of didn't really have a clue as to what I was doing with them. So I had taken out my drawer the other day, and I said, oh yeah, I forgot about those, because I've been dealing with what's on my desk as far as my process, but I haven't dealt with this drawer in some time now, so I don't even know honestly what's in here. So let's just get started. I'm really thankful for the latest comments and all that on my videos. I'm very appreciative. Well, this is not all the scraps that I have either, you guys. I have so much scraps. So I'm just going to kind of get started. Those that follow me on Instagram see that I do this work and then the process gets quick because it's in a fast forward type of emotion. That like a fast let me see that I'm in frame for everything that I'm doing. A fast kind of motion. I want to make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get that done today, but I'll do it as best I can. We have a timer started, so I'm gonna do like just a few just to show you how I do it, and then maybe we'll just stop what I'm doing and make something from it. So I take my scraps and I divide them into just as you would your real papers, your larger papers. So I have graph paper here that's like not a digital, and it's not a specialty paper. So I have a piece of the mailer and some, I might even just get rid of some of these things, but I'm going to just sort them out for now. And this is a piece of avocado dyed paper. So then I have book page I'm going to put in there. I have tissue paper I'm going to put in there. This is dyed paper. Okay, so now I have a piece of music page. I guess I would even do that too. I have a piece of music page and book page. I'm going to make a pile of that. And then this pile is going to be my pile with color and digitals. So here's book page. Here's ledger. I'm going to put that over there. Here's a piece of music. Here's a piece of grid paper. I hope that I'm in camera here so you guys can see what I have going on here. Here's more stuff over here. So this is like a brown paper bag, blank paper, and blue paper. All right, so now this is a book. This is a colorful book page. I think I'm just going to put this right here for now. That's a digital. Oh boy, this is going to, I think, let me do this. Strips. I got to change it up a bit. This is garbage. Anything really small is going to go, it'll either go in my garbage or my snippet roll pile. And then anything large I'm going to put off to the side because I could just use it to make my twisted tangles or pockets and collage on the back. So book page. So you guys kind of get the gist. Now this is a specialty paper, and I don't have another section set up, but I'm gonna put this on the side for right now because it's a specialty paper, and I would never throw this away. It's Florentine paper. It's expensive. Okay, so garbage, you know, and stuff that I just want to get rid of, I'll just throw away as garbage. This is book page, good book page, collage base. This is writing. However, I'm going to put the writing in here, even though it's a digital. I'm just going to put it in there because it'll save me time. I'm going to sort these after as well. Actually, this is garbage. It was just a glue page. Okay, and then little things that I have, I'm just going to put those off to the side because I can use those on as focal points after I sort. So I'm just going to get rolling here because I'm talking. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking too much or you guys like all this stuff. Yeah, but the bigger pieces I'm going to try to hold on to. And then the smaller pieces I'm going to let go of. And it won't be a complete let go because, oops. It won't be a complete let go because of the fact that I will make some snippet rolls from my things. So I have a lot of scraps here. And let me see. These big things that sometimes I do this. So now, see, I'm talking right now. And I understand that I turned on the camera to talk to you. But when I do this, I try to do it without thinking. So kind of just like to get rid of the pieces out of my hand as quickly as possible so that I can move past everything quickly. Because I don't want to hold on to things. Remember, this, to anyone else, this is garbage. Honestly, it's just garbage. And I'm trying to just make some last minute things of it. So I'm holding on to it. I don't have to hold on to it. I could throw it away in the recycle pile. But I'm the one holding on to it and seeing if I can make any last minute things of it. So I try not to put too much thought. I don't want too much thought into holding on to things. I mean, of course, if I have this, you know, book page here that has, it is like a rag paper, that's good. You don't want to throw it away. But you know what? They're just scraps. Honestly, they're just scraps. I'm putting my fabric over to one side of something. I have a lot of garbage stuff that's all wrinkled and ripped, and I don't need it. This is you know, in the days before I developed my style of sorting out my scraps. You know, lots of things I don't have to keep. I really don't. And then honestly, once I make quite a few things from my scraps and the stuff that I have compiled, I really don't use everything. Sometimes I'll just go and shred it and put it into the paper making pile that I didn't get to last summer because of the hectic schedule that I led. Let's see, I could use that somewhere. I have, I'm not going to be able to use everything. And then I have glue book pages in here. I have so much stuff in here that can just be thrown away. I'm just basically worried about keeping the colorful items for collage and my Twisted Tangles. And then the other pieces I'm worried about keeping are like, I have wallpaper pieces in here and vintage book pages. I don't have to keep everything. I see a lot of scraps in here, to be honest. Like garbage scraps, not scraps, but yes, the whole thing's scraps. But I see a lot of garbage. So I'm kind of just doing this quickly. And you can use that somewhere. I hope this helps you out. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's got scrap piles And you can let go of things. It's quite all right, you know, although it's very hard for us paper crafters to let go. I don't know why it's so hard. Who's with me? Who's with me? I know that you're with me. I can't be the only one. And I'm sure that if we were to go through this whole thing, I mean, we can see if we can get it done in a timely manner, but if we were to go through, see, now this is good to me. It's a piece of vintage book cover, and I would use that in my work. I wouldn't necessarily throw that out. It's in my scrap bin. This is color, 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 color. And these will look good on my Twisted Tangles, all these pieces of color. If you make the Twisted Tangles, has anyone ever made them before? I wonder. I wonder if you know, I've seen a few people make them, yes, but I'm wondering how many people make them. I don't know. Not for sure, I don't know. Okay, and then that goes in there, and this can go in there. And see, this didn't even really put a dent in my scraps. And I'm sorting it, and you would think that it would do something, but no, it didn't. Some stuff I'm letting go. You know, I don't need to keep it. And then there's like things like this that accidentally got thrown in there. I would just use this as a you know, a focal point on the Twisted Tangle, or making a journal card or a tag. I don't need this. I wouldn't use this. This was ink on a paper napkin. It's a big piece of color. Some book page. Yeah, most of this stuff I can see is garbage. But look, here's all these pieces now. I have all these pieces from my broken, you know, my books that I tore apart. Some of it has nice pieces of leather. Some has the bookbinding tape. But these are from old books, and I could put those, you know, I could sew them down on something. And I would, normally I would sew them down in a snippet roll or what have you. I see that so much of this is garbage. And I'm kind of only dealing with the larger pieces right now, because I'm looking at this and most of it is just garbage. Most of it's garbage. I honestly didn't need to hold on to this drawer for as long as I did. It's been taking up space for so long. Oh, here's some Florentine paper, numbers. I'm sure I'm going to be able to make something out of most of this stuff in here. See, like, this is from an old book, but look at that coloring on there. And then the canvas in there, the string. It's just so pretty. I could do something so pretty with that. I forgot I had it. And there's an owl. Put that over there. Here's some bunnies. Okay, that's good. This is garbage. See, it's very hard if you take your time. If you just go quickly, it's not hard. Like, should I keep that? It's pink. Here's some pink fabric. Here's some more fabrics. This was in my scraps. They shouldn't be in here, but of course, things get mixed up. But they'll go cute on the Twisted Tangles. Here's some more piece of the book. Some more old, what do you call that? Binding. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be helpful to anyone. It might. I mean, but this is what I do. This is how I sort it out. So I have my colors that I'm going to over here. Oh, look how cute, a little tiny paper bag. And a heart. And nothing. If the colors don't interest me, or they're common, or they came from a book page, I might throw them away. I'm looking for things that I make and work with often. So if I don't work with it often, it's very easy for me to let it go. I have to work with the colors and the images often. Other than that, I could very easily let things go. Okay, so these smaller pieces I can let go because it's very hard to put down corners and things like that in your work unless that was a real piece of book page. That's cute. I can keep that. It's a real piece of book page, so I'm probably going to use those things. And all this rest of this stuff, I could just let it go. Maybe keep that. See, like these are all ripped up and I can let it go. What is this? I can let that go. You don't have to keep everything. But try to tell our brains that, you know. Sometimes we don't listen. Okay, so paper. This is good book pages. Garbage. Garbage. I can cover this up on this side. That says my sister's name. Okay. I'm just going to let stuff go. Let stuff go. Maybe we can get... No, it's been 15 minutes. I'm sure you guys are bored, huh? You might be. I'm going away this weekend. I'm excited. I'm going to go and see my babies. I miss them and they miss me. And they asked me to come. So I'm going to go for a day or two there. And then I'll be back. I'm getting my Merry Monday done today. So don't worry. It'll be up on Monday. Geez, I'm thinking that it's going to be real easy for me to let things go. I don't want to keep things that are bent already. And of course, they're in here and they're bent. And just let it go. It's no big deal to me. I do want to keep a piece of velvet and a piece of lace and a piece of red polka dot. Keep going through this with a fine-tooth comb. Look at this. I tried to do this ruffle with, what's that tissue paper called? I forget. I can't think of it right now on camera. Okay, garbage, garbage, garbage. If it's good stuff, I'm keeping it. This is hand-dyed. This is there. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh, wallpaper. Garbage, garbage. Yeah, this can get boring after a while. I hope you guys are not bored. Maybe we'll take some of this. I'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and I'll show you the next step when I do something. And I'll go ahead and go through this stuff off camera. I mean, unless of course you like things like this, you can let me know in the comments. And then the next time I have something to do, I'll remember to take you along with me. Most of this stuff is just garbage. Okay, fabric. I have a fabric little pile over here. Fabric got mixed in here with this stuff. Some paper, some color. I'm looking for big pieces now, just to do. I can do pops of things on my Twisted Tangles and make the pockets. Most of this stuff is garbage. Well, to the other person looking at it, all of it's garbage. I see a lot of potential in here. Okay. All right. So let me just rummage through here and see, and then we'll go ahead and start my next process on things so you can see that. Just trying to see if there's any more book page or things I missed. Okay, I can go through this after. All right, so now that let's say I did this whole thing, which I didn't, of course. Okay, I'm gonna move this down off to the side. Oh, I forgot to put down my mat. Oops. Oopsie daisy. And I have more scraps. But that wasn't from that pile. So I'm just going to put this over here for now. Okay, so this came from that pile. Now what I would do is, of course, throw all this away, because this is what I had for the garbage. So I'm just going to remove it from my desk and put it right in the trash can. I just don't need it. I don't need it. I went through everything and I don't need it. This I'll save for something else. Okay. These are my large pieces. So, I mean, yes, some of them are bent, but I didn't really have much, so I kind of had to save what I had. These are large. This one's large. I'll just go ahead and make it a little bit more square. That's larger, and you get the gist. This is large even too. Okay. These are strips. These were strips in my pile, so I can, you know, hold on, I'll show you. All right, let me stick my mat up here. I'll just slide it right underneath everything, because I forgot to put it up. Okay. Here we go. All right, so now that I have my garbage, my junk, my beautiful precious papers, I'm going to, so I didn't take very much out. So this is book page and letter page and all that blank stuff. I'm going to stick this right over here, just like that. So now I know I have two separate piles of stuff going on here. I even have a large one in here. Okay, I got two separate piles of stuff. I'm going to go over here to this one. Now, this is exactly what I would do if I weren't on camera, or if I was on camera on my Instagram. It's exactly what I do. I put them in color coordinations, and I do blues, greens, and browns, and pinks and reds, and colors. So, and I do this like quickly, just so that I can get to my next, you know, step. If I see a color in it, I'm just gonna stick it in there, because of the fact that now when I'm doing my pieces, they'll kind of match up cohesively. And this is what I do, you guys. And it's just kind of quickly. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it right, all the way right. There's browns and yellows. I do the, you know, the darker colors, and then the reds in there. The reds and the pinks and the oranges, that kind of thing. I'll do that over here. And that has more pink and blue, but it doesn't matter. I just stick them in. It seems like I was doing a darker project at this time. You know, you can kind of tell what projects you were doing with your scraps when you're working with your scraps. Greens, there's lots of greens and blues, so we're not going to get too much out of the pinks. Maybe I just didn't take many out of the scrap pile. So that's what I do with my scraps, is I divide them up by color. And then I work with them that way. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here. And I'll put these over here. Like that. So now I have, you know, my colors are kind of cohesive. And then I'll start taking my large pieces of things. I'm going to get a fresh glue stick because I went through a whole one yesterday and those aren't filled all the way. Bear with me. Oh, sorry. They're stuck in here. My drawers are overstuffed and they were stuck in there. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my pieces and start my collages and my twisted tangles. So here's 2 long strips. I'm actually going to I should get something to glue on so that I need something. I'll just get some copy paper, no big deal. And I'm just going to take this and glue down it. And now this is a piece of music paper, but I'm going to just make it a bit sturdier. And glue this right down. And then I will take the rest of it. I didn't want to glue in those circles so that it didn't cut up my glue. And I'll just glue it right back on itself. And I made the strip, you know, just a bit sturdier. So that's a piece already. It's already a piece. I could take this, let me do it this way. Here's a piece of Edith Holden paper. It's so pretty. You know what? Maybe I'll just glue this in it on itself and make it sturdy since it's already a sturdy book page. There. And I could do something with that too. Okay. I'll take some of these darker colors now and I'm just going to glue them down onto this piece of junk, you know, garbagey type dictionary page that was in my scraps. And I'm just going to kind of collage on it with my scraps. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Because you can either cut them up and make them twisted tangles, or you can leave them, let me see, you can leave them bigger to make pockets and tags and things like that. Let's see. And I'll show you that after. And they don't have to be perfect. You know, all these things are going to have stuff hanging over the sides. When I'm all finished, I'll show you what I do. We'll make some. And then we just need something over here in this corner. And again, I'm not too careful about what I do. My object is to just use up these scraps and make more room in my studio. Use that. Is that gonna fit? I don't want to. I want to get a big enough piece, of course, for the whole thing. And then if you get garbage along the way, oh well, throw it away. That's the object. Clean up. Get rid of your scraps. Okay. So I'm putting that here. And that's it. I'm done with that piece for right this minute. So we already did 3 pieces from this stacked pile of garbage, of junk. Let's do some more. I'm going to pull this up here. So I have a piece of music sheet, and then I'll just take some, here, I'll take this, choose my side I want. And these were cut-offs from scrap, and you saw my scrap bin. And I'm just going to put it right down there, down the middle. And I'll go and take another sheet. And maybe I will, because this is long, I'll just take some of it off there and use both pieces, like that. Just to try to use it up. Maybe I'll use one on one side and one on the other. And then I'll figure out, here, I'll use the same on both sides. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it after it's done. It's either it will become a piece for some of my Twisted Tangles, or it could become a belly band, or it could become a pocket. It can kind of become anything. The object is to just use up your scraps. So now I'm going to glue these back to back. This is pretty, this is book page, and this is a piece of digital that was unused. Okay, let's see what I can get done. Whoops. In this time frame. The clock is ticking. Okay, now I could take this and fold it over. Just to give it some color on the other side. But you don't have to. All right, here's a piece of ledger paper, and I could use that too. So let's see what I have here. I'm trying to look for a strip of, I would look for a strip of something. And if I don't have anything good and I want to save the ledger paper, I'll save it. It doesn't bother me. We use this. So I'm just going to glue that right on there. And that could become part of something. I can make a little bookmark. I can make a twisted tangle from it. I can make a little tiny belly band in something. But there. I saved a piece of garbage. Okay. Here's some more rag paper. And then I'll just take some more stuff and just collage it on there. Like that. I can take a piece from here because this matches. And don't be afraid, you can rip it off too. It's your scraps, just like you're collaging. You're just collaging with your scraps. That's all. I'll put a piece over here. And then let's see. Here's this beautiful wallpaper. I have wallpaper here. I like that. I think I'm gonna do it on here because the wallpaper is fragile. So I'm just gonna add my glue right on here and put it down. And that's all. It's beautiful. Now I'll just cut it because it's gonna fall apart. It's very, 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 very fragile. There. There's another little piece. Okay, let's move along. So I have this piece here, so I can just collage on the back side of it. I don't even need a base because I'll use that as my base. Look, and this piece is scrapbooking paper, so I won't even do anything to this. I'm just going to leave it. Let's see. Put that right on the back of there. And then I'll put something at the bottom. There. Just like that. And again, don't worry about it not matching up. I'm going to show you what to do after. I'm just trying to get to move through some stuff. So here's a piece of scrapbooking paper. However, it's blank on the back, so I'm gonna collage on the back of it and fill it up with pretties, with pretty things. Let's do that there. And then let me do some pink things. Oops. I'll just put this over here on this side. And then we'll get something for the bottom. Here we go. And look, that fits perfectly. I'm just gonna glue it on here. Just like that. So now we did that piece. And they're drying too. Here's another piece of, what do you call it? Cardstock. So I'll save that one too. That'll be good. So let's get some digitals. And we can do this back with some, what do I have over here? Oh, I have a music sheet. So I'll just collage on the back of this piece of music sheet with my scraps that have been sitting in the drawer for, oh please, probably two seasons now from Easter. 2 seasons. I've moved my craft room 2 times. So now this has like a white strip on the side of it. I'm going to put this down on the paper, but I won't glue the white strip on the side. I won't glue the whole thing. So I'm going to add my glue here like that. And I'll just place this down where I glued. And move it over a little bit. There. Now I'll show you guys what I'll do as soon as we're done making these. I didn't pull out very many scraps because, of course, we stopped. Normally when I do these, I have a tremendous amount because I never, I didn't stop. I went through the whole thing. So let's put this, let me check my time. Okay. There we go. And then I think I'm going to stop after this now because the time is ticking. I only have an hour with you guys. All right, so that's basically what I would do, and I would keep going. You can make clusters from this too. You can make your snippet rolls from this too. You can make clusters from this. It's not that hard. I would just here, take this little piece of paper. I'm gonna fold this over. You can make a cluster right on here, and then it could be a page tab, a corner tuck. Here, this was French paper, so I'm gonna put that down in a second. I'm going to take a piece of digital. I'll glue that on here. And then you guys can also, when you're doing your clusters, you can also sew on them too. You know, you can, if you sew, you can sew on your clusters. All right, this is a piece of hand-dyed paper. Put that down. And then, what else do I got? I'm just working with what I got here. What I took out. Put that on there. It's a piece of scrapbooking paper. It's a little heavy. But that's okay, I'm making a cluster. No big deal. It's just a little collage. I'm trying to see what else I have, if there's anything exciting. These numbers are exciting. My hands are all gluey, of course. Okay. I don't know why that glue is acting this way today. I should punish it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, and then how about we put this book page up at the top? I'm liking that. So now, I don't want to get my glue on this. I cut it with the decorative, or I did a decorative punch in there. I don't want the glue to be on it. All right, so look, we made like a tiny little cluster out of our scraps from the pile of scraps that I was going to throw away. I mean, I could even do more and do a belly band or vice versa, so on and so on. All right, so here. Now the next step, I'm going to throw this away. The next step after doing all this is to get your see, I still have more to go. I still have way more to go through. But the next step is to get all your I think there's a squirrel on the roof, you guys. Remember, I'm up in the attic. There's a squirrel, I think, on the roof. Is to get your embossing machine. Let me just go grab that. It's right here. It's not far from me. Hold on. So, you get your embossing machine, and then you take your plates, and I have the Cuddle Bug. You could use whatever embossing machine you have. You just load your plates up, and you take your work that you just did, the collage, put it in your folder, and of course you can do more of these at one time. I'm just showing you. And then you put it through. I'm going to put this down right now because I'm going to show you some more. We'll do some more after I show you. But here, now, here's your piece. Oh, this, I had to pick the one with the wallpaper. The glue wasn't dry. But we got to let it dry all the way. But look here. You see how beautiful this is? Now, this could be a twisted tangle, or you can leave it tall, bigger in your book to make yourself let me get this a straight cut, to make yourself a tag. And I'll show you that in a second, how cute it would be. Look at that. How cute. Well, we are going to leave this a tag because it's adorable. I think so. Just going to clip all the corners. Look at that. You could put a piece of plain paper on the back. You can even add a little bow. You can add a bow. Why not? Let's do it. It's already a tag made from my garbage. My scrappy garbage. How cute. I like the big, big, big bows, remember. I love them. I love the big, big, juicy bows. They're my favorite. If we can get this to agree and work right, we'll all be good. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look how adore. I'm not using my fabric scissors, but that's okay. Adorable. I love it. And we can staple it on. We can paper clip it on. We can even glue it on. Let's glue it on. I'm not even going to put it over here in the corner. How cute. If it will stay. It's got to stay. It has to dry. All right, let's move on. We'll leave this for a second so it'll stay. I'll push it down. Okay. So here, we're going to do more. So here, you see, all of this has to get embossed, so we can make that a tag as well. This piece, we're going to cut all this excess off. I'm going to follow the guidelines from the straightest piece I can, and then cut the rest of it off. We're just going to keep going, cut all that excess off. Now, of course, excuse me, all of this stuff is now garbage, this stuff. But this is not. Now, look, that's a collage. Let's keep going. I'll use remember, I'm going to use the straightest piece of it to get my guides for myself. And there we go. We saved some garbage. Yes, we did. I'm going to cut there, there. That could be a pocket or a tag. You could put a focal point on the front of it. Here we go. Here's some more. There we go. And this one I'd probably make into a twisted tangle. And you could just cut these down like this. And then I would have two pieces. This is garbage. No need for it. And here we go. Here's some more. So I make these into twisted tangles. Cut there. And I'll cut there. Like that. And then here's some more. I can do the same. I'll cut there. And there. Like that. And this I could do, I think what I'm going to do is just make this into a twisted tangle. I'll cut there. And there. And there. And this is just scrap-looking paper that I was going to throw away. It was in my throwaway pile. I'll cut there. And then here's a big one here. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to clean it up. We can possibly even make a journal tag from it. A journal card or a big tag. There we go. And we collaged on that side. That's book page. We can add, you know, from our scraps, we can go ahead and just glue on some clean writing space from our scraps. They don't have to be, just has to be blank. Let's see. That's all it has to be. It's just a clean writing space. Maybe we can do this and this. Let's see. My glue stick. And then we can clean it up again. No big deal. I'm going to put the glue right on here so that I can cut off the excess paper and it won't have to have any glue on it. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll do this side. I'll put this up here like that. And I'm just making it so that I can cut it quick and easy. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm going to put this on here like that. And then I'll go ahead and clean this up. And of course, you can use your trimmer again. I'm just doing this, you know, quickly. You can use our trimmer again, but it becomes a, you know, journal card now, or a big or a large tag, or you can cut it in half to become 2 pockets. Okay, but now let's bring back up our embosser and let's see how these look. For all my new followers, welcome. My name is Donna. I'm Twisted Paper Studio. I have a love for paper and I share with you the trials and tribulations of my craft room experience. I have plenty of videos where I show, you know, putting a signature in and picking out papers and how to make a journal from scratch. I have plenty of videos. If you look, I show how to antique papers and coffee dye, what papers I use, what printer I have. Yeah, there's lots of videos for you to go back and check out if you're new to my channel. And of course, I'll be posting videos all the time. So, look at these, you guys. I'm coming with them. Hold on. I gotta take them off here. Look at these scraps. Look how beautiful. And let's do, you know, we did our pocket here, our tag. That was gorgeous. Let's do these. Let me get them. We'll do our pocket. We'll do them one by one because I don't want them to glue together. We're going to put our pocket or tag through, whatever we want. Okay. Here we go. Look how beautiful. And we could put a focal point on the front here and make it a tag like that one. Or we can just clip a hole in it, clip a circle in it, make it a pocket. Cover the back and make it a journaling card. We can do so many things. Aren't they beautiful? I think so. Let me put another one on. Boy, there was a squirrel up there. Now there's a helicopter going by. What's going on? What is going on? Okay, and then I'll go ahead and take some. We'll do Twisted Tangles. I could show you guys just a refresher if you're new to my channel. we'll do one. See that? Those are my scraps, you guys. They can become pretty things in your book. All right, let me see here. Did I have any? I think I had some there. So if you have your pieces now all done and cut up, like we have some here. Of course, they don't have a lot, but that's okay. I have some from a previous time frame, so I'm going to take them out of here. These were from prior scraps. So what I would do is I would take some pieces. This is cute. And that's cute. And I'm looking for some long pieces. I don't have any long pieces here in front of me. That's cute. And maybe a short one. And you can make something short, you know. It doesn't have to be long. Here, I'm going to make this short so that I have a short one. There. Okay. So now you would just put your hole in it with your little tool. That one has a hole. Make a hole in this one, and this one, and this one. There we go. So we have our pieces to assemble one. And, you know, you could take as many, there's no rule. You could take as many as you want. I normally leave it to just like 4 or 5 so that I have, you know, I make them often for my journals and my purchases from my shop and things like that. So I don't want it to run out quickly. And here, remember we found this. We can put a little hole in that even. Just like that. And we can take a little tiny piece of fabric. I mean, look, this is scrap, right? But I'm just going to use just a tiny little piece because a tiny little piece, one tiny little piece does so much. Does so much for it dangling off the little twisted tangle. And then I would take a bolt pin. Hold on, I'm going to get them. I don't have any in front of me. Here's one. Okay. So I'm going to just start from the front. You want to put your front pieces on first. You don't need to put a hole in your fabric. You can just poke it right in and then put them on. Just like this. Like this. Like this. And like this. And there we go. And there's your little tangle bangle. Twisted tangle. This can go, this can hang off a book page. It can hang off a tag. Yeah. It can hang off, if you made this a bookmark for your book. We'll just cut this all up like this. If it was even a tag, you can put it in a pocket. But look how cute it would be if you just took it. You can put a grommet in it or you don't have to. But look how cute if you just put a hole in it like that. And then you attached it. Watch how cute this is. It's so adorable. Look at that. And that's all made from scraps, you guys. Scraps, stuff that we were going to throw away. You can make cute, darling things. And if you just glue them down and emboss them, you know, you can do whatever you want. They're darling, they're cute. Use up your scraps. So I hope that helped you how I sort through my scraps. Yeah, I have a process. Oops. And the process helps me, so I hope it helps you. Hold on, I gotta press stop. Okay, the process helps me, so I hope it helps you. And I will see you guys again. I will see you for Merry Monday. I will not see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm sorry. Take the day off. Have a very blessed Sunday, a day of rest. And use up your scraps. And I'll see you guys for Merry Monday. Bye for now, my crafting buddies. Talk to you soon.